Hello, welcome back to a new video, Laurel Hardy memorabilia and Chaplin collectibles. In this video I've just got a selection of random items again. So some I bought recently, some not so recently, some are older, some are just new fun little items to have. And for some collectors they just specialise in maybe one or two types of items, such as lobby cards, or posters, to cigarette cards, trading cards, to chocolate cards, to figurines, or just to vintage 1930s postcards, and the list goes on and on and on. As for myself, all this collection took off properly from the age of 10, so I was watching them and into little bits and pieces of them before I was 10, but then after that, when I went to the museum in Ulverston, that's when it really took off for me, and that's when it really started. And I started to collect on all sorts of items, so it's to keep it interesting, I think, and to keep it flexible. So my interests in the boys and Charlie, or Charlie Chaplin, as you can see behind me with all the different items that I have, is just a vast collection. And I like to keep it flexible, and so that's old items and new items, as well as limited edition items or numbered items, of so many of. So that's what interests me and keeps the collection growing. So as for some of the items I'm showing are all random, and that's what makes it interesting for collectors or for other collectors to enjoy. So just starting off with some random items that I have. I have these two, which are just fun little items, which are driver's license cards, and they're very good copies actually of driver's license cards. With both Stan and Ollie, and they both use their full names of Laurel Hardy and Arthur Stanley Jefferson, which is really really fun to have. And then you have these, which are fun items, which are tax discs with both Laurel Hardy, and then the expiry date is their birth date. So you've got 18th of the 1st 92, so that's 1892, and 16th of June be 1890 on there. So and then it's got Arthur Stanley Jefferson, Britannia Theatre, Glasgow, Ulverston, Lancashire, UK, and then on the one with Ollie, Laurel Hardy, Harlem, Georgia, got 1927 on there. So it's just a bit of fun random items to have. And then you have these are like two Joker cards, which obviously must have been from a pack of cards, but these are the only two that I have from this set, which is nice, fun little items to have. And then I have these two little t-shirt tops that are way too small for me, but they're fun little items with Laurel Hardy's image on. And then you got a copy of a debit card with Laurel Hardy. And then you have a tax disc holder, which is really nice. I love that, with the headshots there of Laurel Hardy. And then you have this item, which is from the Laurel Hardy Museum, which again is like a sticker that you put on the window or in your car. And the same here for this one, which is from that is from Ulverston again, with the American British flag with Stan and Ollie headshots. And then from there I've got these bits and pieces, which are just random fun little items to have. And these are little notebooks. So this smaller one, you have a double little notebook there, paper notebooks with its little pencil, fun little item. And then you have these two, which are slightly larger, both exactly the same, with both Stan and Ollie's headshots on. And then if I open that up, you've got a mirror there, and then in this notebook you've got Laurel Hardy's headshots there on the stationery, so that's nice to have. And then this item here, nice little item on Charlie Chaplin, the little tin. I think looking at it, it looks like a cigarette tin, the size of that. It's the sort of tin that they would use that for. And then this item here, which is like a tile with Charlie Chaplin and the dog. And then I have a mirror, which I have a larger mirror to this one with both Laurel and Hardy from the famous Stax shots, double derby headshots of Laurel and Hardy, which is also the same on the poster behind me. And then I have this here, which is the Sons of the Desert Clearwater 90 commemorative stamps. So these are a set of stamps with cartoon shots of Laurel and Hardy. And then this is a nice old vintage item with Oliver Hardy. And you can see there his tash is slightly bigger there, so I'm guessing this photo is probably pre-proper Laurel and Hardy teaming, but he's definitely a lot younger in this shot. But this is a card, it's got number 73 on that, and just a really nice old example there of a Laurel and Hardy or Oliver Hardy card. And then I have this little gold, sort of gold style pin of Charlie Chaplin. Really nice little tiny pin. I'm not too sure how old it is, but I'm guessing it's quite an old little pin of Charlie Chaplin, and I'll probably have that displayed somewhere where I can see it clearly, otherwise you could lose that because it's actually so small. And then I have this pin, which I was really happy to get hold of just recently, which is this is an original club pin from the mid-1930s. This is the very first Laurel and Hardy club pin that came out, and also you've got original photos with Laurel and Hardy wearing this pin badge. And this is an example of an original battling that came out in France, also Spain, so obviously been very popular in Europe. The very first club and pin badge at that time, so it's nice to finally get an original. So it's a nice little example there. And I did speak about these badges earlier in the earlier videos where I showed this one, which this is a good replica of the pin badge. And then from that you've got this for a bit of restaurant memorabilia of Laurel and Hardy, Tony's Pizzas. Nice bit of fun there. And then you have two comics. Yes, 1962 this one, so it's a nice old comic, 1962, the Larry Harmon comics. And then you have this one, which is a hardback one, thicker book. This is from 1972, so it's a nice example of a slightly later edition. And then this book by Tony Bagley, which is the illustrated alphabet of every Laurel and Hardy, every letter. So every letter from the alphabet is connected to Laurel and Hardy, whether it's from their films or from their co-stars or anything basically connected to Laurel and Hardy from each letter from the alphabet. And everything's all drawn inside, so it's a nice little addition to the Laurel and Hardy bookcase, so that's a bit of fun there. And then I have a copy of Laurel and Hardy's autographs, so if you wouldn't be able to afford original Laurel and Hardy autographs, then this would definitely be the next best thing, to have a very good copy. Another nice picture there, Laurel and Hardy with all the film shots around the edge, a portrait shot. And then like these two art prints, really nice coloured art prints there. Love the colours on that. And again, going back to the cartoons again, this is 1979 cartoon shot there, Laurel and Hardy. And then this would be fun to have on the front door or on a bedroom door. Caution, Laurel and Hardy fan. And then you have advertising. So Laurel and Hardy also did a lot of advertising. And this is for advertising for motor oil. So that's nice bit of information there. And then you got these three which have been laminated, but these are original, and these are from the Film Weekly magazines. And this is 1936, and on the back is advertising for the Bohemian Girl. Really, really nice advertising on the film The Bohemian Girl. And then again, this is another Film Weekly, 1933, and this is for The Devil's Brother. Really, really nice. You got Dennis King, Thelma Todd, James Finlayson, 90 minutes of laughter, love and song. So really, really interesting bit of magazine history there. And then this one here is 1938. That's the front cover, and then on the back you've got Swiss Miss. It's a nice artwork there from Swiss Miss. And then this here, this is only another copy, so this is not original. This is just a nice copy from the Bohemian Girl again of a lobby card. So I then put this on the wall maybe, but of course not the originals. So I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. Oh, you got this as well. Just a bit of fun there. So it's like a card, Hollywood card with a clapperboard there. So that's it for this video. So just random Laurel and Hardy items, some old, some new, some fun bits and pieces, and just to keep it interesting and enjoyable. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and look out for the next one soon. So thanks very much, and happy collecting. Bye.